They are arriving by coach, by boat, even by helicopter flown by mercenaries. Hundreds of survivors of attacks by Islamic militants in northern Mozambique. Eyewitnesses who say the militants left decapitated bodies lying in the streets. And many of these civilians who escaped to the port city of Palma don't know where their relatives are. Marina, on the left here, says she tried calling her husband, an aid worker with the World Food Programme, but then she heard gunfire and the phone went dead. The situation is not good, she says, because I could not talk to him. Nothing, so it's not good. This man says he's had no contact with his family for days, including his wife, his mother and his sons. These foreign contractors were filmed trapped inside the beachside Amrula Lodge Hotel, close to a vast gas project being built by the energy giant Total. The militants surrounded the lodge, which meant that rescue helicopters flown by South African mercenaries could not safely land. The situation is critical, says this man. We've been under fire for 24 hours. We don't have food. We only have water. We don't know how they got here or if we will be evacuated. Among those reported to be missing is Phil Moore, British, from Somerset, who worked as a caterer at the lodge when the militants linked to Islamic State attacked it. Adrian Nell from South Africa escaped from the hotel when a convoy of 17 cars made a dash for it, but it was ambushed and 10 cars failed to make it. Adrian was killed. His father and brother forced to carry his body with them into the bush until they were picked up the next day.
My son was killed unnecessarily so, and in a very violent and unacceptable way. He was just such a kind, loving, joyful person and certainly didn't deserve to die like that. He's got a wife and 3 young children who've now got to grow up without them.
Another Briton, ex-policeman Nick Alexander, reportedly survived after shooting 2 militants dead. His daughter said he then crawled through the bush to safety. A military spokesman said 7 died in the ambush, that dozens were dead in all, though Mozambican troops have been accused of failing to engage the jihadis for several days.
The defence and security forces regret this loss of human life and advise that they continue to develop pursuit operations with the aim of eliminating some pockets of resistance.
We will have to get to a casualty count, but I'm afraid it's going to be high. And I'm afraid the locals were killed in high numbers as insurgents moved from house to house, killing as they go along. It is a massacre, yes.
Is it now the case that this situation is so bad that foreign troops are going to have to get involved, foreign countries are going to have to come in? Because it's clear the Mozambicans can't cope.
They can't cope. And whenever they are asked, what assistance do you need? It stops at training. So that door remains closed, and that door will have to be opened by them.
This insurgency has been raging for years, yet it's now on the international agenda like never before, because of the hundreds now waiting for news of their loved ones, and because several foreigners are known to be among the missing and the dead.